CNN News 18's exclusive report has now revealed that United States of America is seeking to engage directly with Taliban, with plans to reopen the American embassy in Kabul very soon. The US is reportedly looking to capitalize on the Taliban and the Haqqani network's influence to counter ISIS and Khalistan, and also the biggest security threat to Afghanistan and US interests in the region, which is supposedly that. Additionally, there are growing indications that the US wants to ensure China and Russia do not dominate Afghan affairs, prompting talks with the Taliban. Now, back-channel communications have also been established with the Haqqani network, which, once considered an ISI asset, is now building its own power base in Kabul. Siddhant continues to be with us on the broadcast. Siddhant, how do things play out, considering the US has designated the Haqqani network as a terrorist organization? So how then are these talks straight up going to be working from here on?
Well, there is indeed no doubt that US is interested in Afghanistan, and in fact, there was a high-level US delegation which visited Afghanistan a few days back. In fact, they are directly speaking to Taliban now. This was the first delegation which visited Afghanistan to meet the Taliban administration. Now we are getting to know, in fact, this is what Manoj Gupta is reporting exclusively for us, that US wants to deal with Taliban directly. There is going to be the reopening of American embassy in Kabul soon. Taliban goodwill increasing in American leadership, especially with Trump administration. The whole idea about speaking to Taliban and having a direct contact, direct line with Taliban is that US wants to capitalize Taliban and Haqqani network in containing ISIS-K, ISIS Khorasan module, the biggest security threat to Afghanistan and US interests in the region. The US wants to engage with Taliban over allowing China and Russia to dominate affairs. The US has reportedly engaged with Haqqanis through back channels. The Haqqani network, once seen as an ISI asset, is now building its own independent power base in Kabul. In fact, there have been many reports also suggesting the same. Now, top sources are telling Manoj Gupta that President Trump wants to engage more with the Taliban, and especially through a recent prisoner swap, this goodwill is increasing. Some kind of diplomatic mission is likely to be opened in Kabul after releasing 2 Americans in exchange for Khan Mohammed, a Taliban member held in the US. The Taliban viewed this as a move towards normalization of relations, suggesting a potential shift in diplomatic interactions. Taliban government with US is going to be a loss for Pakistan, given the strained relations between Pakistan and the Taliban. Pakistan has faced increasing security threats from groups like Taliban Pakistan, which it accuses the Taliban of supporting. Sources say Pakistan always enjoyed influence over Afghan affairs by acting as a mediator, and against that they have taken money from USA. Now, if Trump administration is going to deal directly with Taliban, there would be perhaps less influence or that Pakistan would be able to command over the Taliban network, especially the Haqqanis, who are seen as close to Pakistan. Perhaps a reopening of US embassy, a mission in Afghanistan is likely on the cards. This is what Manoj is reporting for us.
All right, Siddhant, thank you so much for all of that information.